All right. I can't tell you how excited I am for this interview because, we planned this a while ago and I've been excited all week because I'm impressed. And, not that uh, I don't impress easily, right? So, what you two have accomplished in the last 2.5 months, I think the world should hear. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Gloria Schmitt. I'm the CEO and business coach for Keller Williams in Bayside, Queens. And these two handsome gentlemen are Dean Graber and Evantz Saint-Gerard, who make up Team NWE in our office. So, Dean, I got to ask. I'm a numbers chick, so I know for sure what you two have achieved, but 2.5 months, 16 transactions. Could we talk a little bit about that?
Okay, well, I'm a numbers dude, so that's why I shared those also. But well, we came home, the office closed down like every office did. It didn't close down, but we couldn't work from the location. And I'm still employed. I still got to go to work. I still have people to help. And I didn't see what the difference was with any other obstacle. We hear objections all year long. I'm going to wait till after the holidays. I'm going to wait till after New Year's. Oh, it's Memorial Day, it's Labor Day, it's July 4th. We hear this in real estate all the time, but nothing really changes. So I understand there's a situation out there right now. So what if people still want help and still want to move? Why can't we make phone calls and why can't we find a way to help them? And we did, well, we all did, and anyone who worked in the industry did, found a way.
So, we talked about this privately before you agreed to this interview, but for me, the big thing with you was you never lost sight of your goal. It was just a matter of changing the activities to actually hit that goal.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement?
It's a fair statement. And I realized a lot about what we do. We talk to people all day long, talking to people and seeing, introducing ourselves to meet new people and speaking to past clients and centers of influence, people that we sold homes to, is how we get business. So even when in New York State, I believe it's until September 8th, we're not allowed to make any unsolicited phone calls. So we can't let any neighbors know about a listing that we have or a listing or a home that just sold. I get it. And we can't call anyone who had their house for sale and the listing didn't sell and it's called an expired. Or for sale by owners, we can't directly call them that way, to solicit business. But that's okay. We all have people that we've done business with over the years, and maybe I realized from this that I don't call them enough. I do call them what I thought was enough, but I realized it's now, a couple months into this, I still haven't spoken to everybody, though I've tried. And there's so many people on this list that I know their first name and their kids. They know me and Evans, and they know you by now. They know the office, they know the company, and so you zig and zag a little bit. We just, instead of calling, who we don't know, we just double down on who we do know. And it kept us busy.
Well, are you okay with me sharing with everybody who's going to see this video just what accomplishments you two have had in the last 2.5 months?
Sure. That's all good.
So 16 transactions, 9 listings, 4 contracts, and 3 closings. There are people who don't do that a year or 2 years. Yet you did that in just about 10 weeks. And both of you, I've known you a long time. So you both have amazing strengths, right? So I want to go to Evans for a second because I know his strength is social media and technology. So I want to talk about the things that you did at a very high level. Okay. So Dean spoke about the database, how important it is, for you to be reaching out to everyone in your world. And the conversation's not necessarily about real estate. It's about, we call them care calls. You care about these people. You want to know what's going on in their world right now. And being a resource for anything they need doesn't have to be real estate related, right?
Right.
You took that another level. So can we talk about that?
Yeah. I think that the first thing, like you said, Dean and I, basically, we have our strong suits. We both focus focused on the database, but then we jumped into the technology, and we're like, let's dive in. Both our coaching systems, everything that we've been taught basically from the office, we implemented them. Instead of basically having the smartest bookcase ever, we decided, you know what, let's dive deeper into what we're learning and actually put it into action. And we started making videos, more videos than we used to, about what's going on. We have a video series based on our YouTube channel, just information. We're using videos more basically to reach out to our database and to people who we don't know, so they can see who we are, what we do, and how we can help them with whatever their situation is. And some of the videos that we're doing right now, they're not really necessarily real estate related, as helpful information basically for anybody who's going through what we're going through right now. It's a lot of, you have to pivot, which is what we've all been doing with our business. With this situation, it's made us focus on other things that we should have been focusing more on, and the technology basically kind of marries everything together.
So using the tech as leverage.
Yes.
And your video,
definitely.
Your video became your voice for getting that information out to everybody who needed to hear about what was going on in the market, what was going on with mortgages, what was going on in their own communities as far as restrictions, right?
Yeah, we have videos basically for exercise also. We have a video series that we're doing with exercise. We have a video basically with a contractor talking about stuff that people can do at home basically while they're at home. They've been there for a couple of weeks. They might have noticed a couple of things in their home. Like, you know what, maybe this is something I can do myself, or maybe I might want to look into getting a contractor to do this sometime down the line. But just to get people thinking, all right, you know what, since I'm here, might as well utilize this time, look around my house. Is there stuff that I need to be getting done? Can I do it myself, or should I be looking into somebody else doing it for me down the line?
That's awesome. So tell me what you've learned through this. What have you learned about yourself and your business? What have you learned, or what changes have you implemented in your business because of what we experienced?
I've learned that I can work with minimum standards because I want to be as available as possible to the buyers and sellers who need us out there. And without the minimum standards, I found myself, I think a lot of agents will probably say the same thing. We're spending a lot of time on opportunities that aren't really opportunities. Maybe we're people pleasers. We don't know how to say no. Maybe sometimes it's better to say no to help somebody help themselves, and just spend the time in the right places. That's all. And if you're a ready, willing, and able and eager buyer today, but I'm not giving you the time because I'm working with two other not ready, not willing, not eager buyers, it doesn't make any sense. It's actually taking away from your people. So I just learned to have I've always had minimum standards, I guess, with listings and what price range and price point and how far outside of the box I'll go. But I never really had them just about complete situations. And I've learned to do that. And I got open. I think Evans taught me a lot about the videos. And I used to think like he does videos and I don't. He does videos, I'll play along, I'll participate, I'll join him in the office when he says, hey, Dean, can you come here and do a video? And I started doing, my own. I'm just willing to learn, and I'm open to learning stuff. It works. It's not replacing nothing that I've learned is to replace anything I've known. It's just to do things better and to do things like in addition to. So it's, it's good. And all the skills get honed up with this. It's like, I don't know, it's in hindsight, just business-wise, not anything else. I'm not talking about other stuff. Business has gotten better. Business will get better. If we could do what we're doing now in a normal market, and plus some of the things we used to do, be able to do some of the things, it's wonderful.
So, back in January of 2018, okay, as a business coach, right, it's my job to make sure that whatever goal you set for yourself, I hold you to it, right? And in January of 2018, you came to me, both of you, and you said, Gloria, it's great that we are platinum producers, and we're proud to be platinum producers, but we want to be diamond. So what do I have to do to be a diamond producer? And what did that conversation look like? we talked about it, right? We reverse engineered your goals. To be a diamond producer, you had to do at least $20 million in volume a year. And we reversed engineered based on your strengths, Evan's strengths, your conversion rates, all of that, exactly how many calls you'd have to make, how many appointments you'd have to go on, how many listings and buyer consultations you'd have to hold and attain, and how that would look monetarily for both of you. Here comes December of 2019. And what happened?
We hit that, we made our goal.
You made your goal, and I mean, I think I cried. I called you. I think I cried like, oh my God, you guys are diamond producers. And so yeah, the reason why I bring that up is, so what's next? I mean, are you on pace to hit your goals this year?
Okay.
What's next?
Well, I'll tell you what that, all right, honestly, we were looking at a certain percentage increase from last year. But I mean, we kind of had two goals. We had our pie in the sky. I know you're not supposed to do this really, but we had our pie in the sky. I'd like to do 30 million. But boy, would it be great to hit that 20 million again. Honestly, this is where it really went. So yes, we made a 30 million goal. I'm sure we're going to hit the 20 million again this year though. I'll put it that way. And you're not supposed to have a fallback goal. I get it. But we've changed so many things also with our team. We've kept it lean and mean. We cut our budget 15% from last year from what we're allowed to spend, you know, amongst ourselves. So no matter what, our business is going to make, if we do the same thing, we'll make 15% more money. And we've done that with that. Now we've added a certain website and other things. And we have two assistants that are working great, really, really, really good. I want to give them props, at Sean and Tammy. And I really want to say that just both of them have a certain role, and Sean joined us this year, and really doing some great things. It's not even behind the scenes; it's out front at this point, and I'm happy with that, you know. And Tammy's out front with everything too. So I don't know, and I don't know, things are. I mean, look at this. It's the end of, not the end of the pandemic, but we're returning back to the office and stuff. So we're hitting a new level with this. But everything's running all cylinders. We're not like in spring training where we're trying to be like, it's back to work. Let's go. It's not that. It's just, you know, next week will look different than this week because the office is open, but the job is the same.
I think one of the things that we learned basically is pretty much we can work anywhere. With whatever amount of tools that we have, basically, we're going to make it happen, and we're going to make sure our clients are happy, and we're going to make sure we have the right systems, which we do, and we're following our coaching. We both are in coaching programs. That's one of the benefits, basically, that from our team. Basically, we actually dive deeper into our coaching and listen to what our coaches are telling us, and we're doing everything that they're telling us to do. We're implementing it. We're following our systems, and we're aligning ourselves with the right people.
And what I love also is Keller Williams Bold, his coaching company and my coaching company. I feel like they all had dinner together. And then they went to their respective corners because they all say, you know, it's encouraging that there is, you know, almost one solid, unified, workable message.
It's one message, actually. It's one message. It's just different outlets, but it's one message.
I'll put it that way.
Focus on the activities and the results will come.
Yes.
Right? Focus on the activities and the results will come. You know, I have a 26-year-old, and I tell him all the time, you know, to get his license because he'd be great at this. But I tell him, Mike, people don't knock on the door and say, you know, Mike Schmitt, you're a handsome boy. Will you list my house? I'm like, you need to do a little bit of work. You got to focus on activities. And that's what I'm telling everybody right now. Focus on the activities and the results will come.
Yeah.
I'm confident you two are going to be diamond producers again. As a coach, I have to challenge you to do a little bit better than next year. No pressure.
That's always the goal.
Evan,
No pressure.
I'll share with you exactly where the numbers are the next time we meet up, and we'll go through that. We'll see what we have to do to exceed what we set out to do.
I'm down for it.
All right.
So what do you see any challenges? Are there any challenges you face?
Challenges of getting back to quote unquote normal. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment. Basically, you know, working side to side with people 6 feet away from each other, and just navigating through the regular process of showing homes and open houses or group showings, whatever you want to call them, is just trying to educate our clientele. This is the new normal. This is how everything's done, and just following up with what's going on industry-wide, basically with whatever's going on with the city or state, whatever the situation is.
So by the way, Dean, you won our contest because, you know, we're not calling them open houses anymore, because that is a little bit of a misleading statement given the fact that, you know, we just entered phase 2 and we can't have tons of people in a home looking at a property anymore. Those days are gone, right?
Yeah.
So we had a contest in the office, and Dean's was personal home tours by appointment only. Is that what it was?
Yep. Yep.
And you were actually the first place winner. So the company's going to be paying for your Facebook ads. And we'll
Nice.
talk about that.
Congratulations, Dean.
I just want to say something to note to keep people working or motivated to work throughout the summer. I know August is usually like, I think not saying everybody, but some people like August is that down month. It's one of those down months, and that's okay.
Not this year. Not this year.
Just replace August with April. It's just the A month. So April might have been a down month in some parts of the business or, you know, whatever. So that's all. So we already had our August. It was just named April this year. And that's that, because based on trends right now, August should be very busy again.
Every month, basically, going forward, basically, is going to be very busy. Our phones have been ringing off the hook. I actually just came back from the office just to set ourselves up. So when we come back to the office next week, we're ready to go. It's just going to be, this is the new normal. Just jump into it and do what you got to do. Make it happen.
So as your team leader and coach, what can I do to further support you?
That's a tough one. I think I just continue doing what you're doing. I mean, you guys make yourself completely available to us with, available if we have questions, and the questions are actually minimized because everything is so freely shared, you know, at the various meetings throughout the day. I'd say continue doing some of the Zoom meetings that are being done.
No, that's the goal.
You know, even when everything is quote unquote normal, if there really is a normal, which just takes us back to where we were 5 months ago or something, I still think there's certain things that the office is doing that people will benefit from, especially all the people that didn't always travel to the office on a daily basis. Just like with us, with the stuff that we're doing now with video and stuff, I guess I was thinking like half the people will be more comfortable working with the video, so we'll offer it to them. I don't want it to be like, this is how Dean and Evans do business. I want to say, how would you prefer to do business? We're
giving you options. We're giving people options.
Meet on Zoom. I could show you a house in person. We could just do the video. We're doing the videos for everybody now. Every house is going to have the video tours. The two, we use two. Evans makes a great one, and we have a photography company that makes the still slideshow ones. And so they have both. But whatever they're comfortable with. Like we have somebody next week, and we thought they'd be excited to let us do one of these scheduled group show, you know, scheduled tours.
Mm-hmm.
They're not at all. I'll tell you later, Evans. So anyway, but they're
not ready. They're not ready.
It's just one person here and one person there, and it's not me, and it's not Evans. Less people, the better. So, you know, everybody, whatever they're comfortable with, we'll work with.
So, if you had to leave everybody with one final thought, whether it's an activity or a mindset, what would be, each of you, what would that one final thought be?
Dean, you want to go first?
Stay focused, complete all your activities, and stay optimistic.
Mine would be basically stay plugged in, listen to whatever the office is. If the office is sending you emails, videos, and stuff like that, plug in, listen to it, but don't just listen, but actually put those activities to use.
Action, into action.
Yeah, you put everything into action. Everything that you're learning, you got to put into action.
So
whether it's picking up the phone, whether it's texting, whether it's making videos, whatever it is, find some way to communicate to people.
Every morning we've been starting at 8:30 with a mindset with Lisa Pukar, right, from the office, the assistant team leader. And she's actually, well, she's blown my mind in a lot of ways. She always has, but even more so in the last 90 days. So I've been actually watching these motivational videos every morning. And one of the things that I saw this morning was you can't have sunlight without darkness, right? And for me, I was like, wow, you know what? I never think of it in that perspective. But you can't have sunlight without darkness. And honestly, we've had a little bit of darkness these last 3 months, but we've also had sunlight. So my one thought would be, you know, just keep going, you know, get up every day, be passionate about what you do and what you love to do. And remember what your big why is, why you get up every morning to do what you do. We all have different big whys. I know what mine is. Everybody who knows me knows what mine is. I get up every single morning. I get dressed. I put on some makeup. I even put on perfume just to sit in a room by myself. So, you know, wake up with purpose and just do what you love, and it's not work.
I think I told Evans this. I was laughing on a Zoom listing appointment I put on cologne, and I was just like, I was just trying to do everything the same. And I was right here. I'm in my dining room.
I think there was a point. I think there was a point that you brought up.
Myself, and I recorded this.
Gloria, you brought up a point that was very good. You have the mindset is very important, but you have to surround yourself with the right energy, whether it's your mindset, whether it's what you're watching, what you're listening to. You have to put yourself in the right phase in order for you to get your whatever your job is. You have to put yourself in the right mindset. So surround yourself with positive energy.
Surround yourself with positive energy. Amen.
Yeah. So minus the time that you're spending online on Facebook, minus the time that you're watching the TV, the news. Focus on what's important. And like you said, the big why. Focus on your big why, and then do what you got to do. Whether it's making phone calls like Dean, who's hammering the phones, or if you're sending text, or if you're sending video messages, whatever it is, focus on that. Focus on your clients. You have to care what their why is also. Once you know their why, you care about it, you're probably going to be able to do a better job for them. And they'll see that also.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for doing this. I always say it, and I mean it. It comes from sincerity. You guys are loved and appreciated. I appreciate everything you both do for the office. I mean, training, teaching, you're mentoring people. Yeah.
We forgot to mention one thing. Dean is a 2020 cultural ambassador.
Oh, yes. And on top of all of this, Dean Graber is our 2020 regional cultural ambassador, which is a really, really big deal because our region, New York Tri-State region, only chooses 2 people out of the thousands of agents with Keller Williams. And it's given to someone who is culturally in their professional and their personal lives, who go above and beyond to do for others. And you are the epitome, the true epitome of a cultural ambassador. So, and it's a lifetime appointment. Mr. Saint-Gerard here a couple years ago was the cultural ambassador. So we got a powerhouse team here of gentlemen that operate with integrity, do the right thing, focus on the activities, and are 2 of the most cultural people I know. So you are loved and appreciated. I thank you for everything you do for us.
Thank you. Gloria, we should be thanking you and the rest of the staff. For you guys go above and beyond. For us to get to where we are, we couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you.
I love you guys.
You're gonna make me cry. Stop it.